So in Muskogean traditions, which would be the traditions of the 5 tribes of the Southeast, traditional Chickasaw medicine, but also Choctaw, Muskogee Creek, Seminole, the burning of smoke in the mouth is what is supposed to have carried the prayers of your mouth to our Creator in the sky, at least from what I have understood. And so for many, many years, not having that understanding, and also after having that understanding, I smoked. And I would smoke as a matter of ritual and of prayer. And I would send the things I had to say up to the sky whenever I would smoke. But there came a time where it was no longer appropriate for my health or my relationships. It doesn't have to be a specific type of smoke, but obviously you use different things. And so there came a time where I was no longer, mentally, emotionally available because I would smoke too much. And so I believe it was good for my spirit, but it was not good for my mental, emotional, or physical health. And so I had to stop. But then I went through this rough experience where I felt like my Creator could no longer hear me, because I felt like my prayers were falling on deaf ears, because I could not blow smoke in the sky anymore from my mouth. And that was very challenging. But my understanding of it now, the same principle applies. Obviously, my body and my spirit is connected to all the spirits within this object. And the smoke carries the things I'm saying in the same way. But that was a challenging experience. Quitting smoking after doing it religiously and for religious reasons for so long. It was very challenging. But not just the effects on the body of the withdrawals and those things, but spiritually. It was very challenging because, like I said, in traditional medicine, we understand the smoke that we blow in the sky from our lungs and our bodies to carry our prayer. And so when I stopped doing that, it was like I felt that my Creator and the spirits could no longer hear me. And that made me very unhappy, very angry sometimes. I often climbed to the top of this mountain here and just shouted at the sky, saying, "Abba Benili, why do you ignore me?" But he did not. Now I understand that in the same way that we believe all objects are imbued by spirits, not necessarily animate spirits, but inanimate spirits. And so I'm able to send my prayers up in this way. I intend to hike to the top of that mountain again and burn smoke in reverence and veneration. I've kind of come back to reality as far as going through the withdrawals of no longer having smoke in my lungs and of still having my prayers heard in a traditional way, of having smoke carried by inanimate spirits to animate spirits in our Creator. I'm still able to do that even without damaging my mental, emotional, and physical health. And that's what I intend to do here tonight. I just must watch my step.